Hi there, in this lesson we're going to look at the perfect tile company scenario and we're going to explain how the insertion sort works in this instance. Now the question, which is just on the right hand side there, asks you to explain how the insertion sort algorithm would be used to place the tile B432 into the correct position in the tile ID array. And we've also got to assume that all the other values in type, price, and quantities, they get sorted accordingly. Okay, so we're only really focusing in on the value. So let's, um, firstly, before we go too deep into this, and it takes ages, I want to tell you that this, and these three items are currently in the correct order. So when we go through the loop here, none of these three things will change until we get to B432, okay? Obviously, there's going to be some shuffling happening at this point, but I'll just very quickly kind of explain that those three steps there inside the array, inside the fixed loop there, sorry. The first thing is that current value is set to the first item in the array, as in like the item at position index 1, not position index 0, so the second item, sorry. So if we say that and we paste it into current value, and then the second piece of code there says set position to be equal to the index, which is 1, okay? Then we go to step 2, which is to shift the rest of the array. So because we're here, F127, it's everything to the left of that we're currently going to be looking at. So while position is greater than 0, well, that's true. And my list position -1, which is B224, is that higher than F127? Well, no, because B alphabetically is lower than F127, so they don't change positions. We jump down to step 3, and basically what's happening is we take away that value and we put what was in current value back in exactly the same place. Right? That's all that's happening. Then we go around, and then F411 is the next item in the array, so it gets placed in the current value. We change position to 2 because that's where it lives, and then we start to go backwards from there. So we look at F127, but that's alphabetically before F411. So the second part of the while loop immediately fails, and so it drops out and goes straight to the third section, where we basically replace what's in index position 2 with the same thing that was there before. Okay, I did that really fast. Hopefully that makes sense. Ask me if you're not sure. What happens next is we're looking at B432 because the loop goes round, and now we're looking at the index 3. So the first thing that happens is we set current value to hold a copy of B432. And then we set position to be equal to whatever index is, which is 3. And now we're going to look at we're going to work backwards through the rest of the array while we can, okay, to find out where this should actually sit. So while position is greater than 0, which is true, and while my list or the array position -1, which is this one here, while that is higher than the current value, well, this time it is because F is after B. So we now drop into the inner loop. And so we're going to set my list position, which is this place here. We're going to set that to hold a copy of F411. That's happening here. So my list position is being set to hold the value of what was in position -1. And then we're going to change position to be equal to position -1. So 3 becomes 2, basically. We're still in the inner loop. So we check the while. Is position greater than 0? Yes, it is. Is my list position -1? So that's this one here. Is that higher than the current value? Well, yes, it is because it's an F. So, and F comes after B alphabetically. So we then set position 2 to be equal to a copy of that. And we set position to be equal to position -1, which is 2 minus 1, which is 1. And we are still in the inner loop, okay? So we go around again, and this time position is still higher than 0, and we're looking at position -1, which is 0th element. So we're saying, is B224 higher than B432? not this time. Okay, we found something that's lower in value than B432. So we immediately drop out of that inner loop and we go to step 3, which is to set my list position, which is 1. We're setting that to be equal to the value of current value. Okay, and so that places B432 into the correct position. And we could continue, but hopefully that made sense. Now, how do we write this out? So I'm going to jot this down here. So step 1, the first thing we did was we took value B432 and we set it in, or set current value to the value in the array position 3. Okay, so that's B432. Now, sometimes it's handy to just put the values in your answer. This is one way of answering the question. Okay. The second thing we do is we are setting position to 3 because it's the third index, or index has been set to 3. So we're setting position to the value of index, which is 3. And then we're inside the inner loop. Okay, so position is greater than 0, and the value in array position 2, which is F411, is greater than current value. So what happens next? So we set the array position 3 to the value of, to the value in array position 2, which is F411. And then we set position to position -1. So we just give it the value because we know it's 3, so now it's 2. We're still in the inner loop. Okay, position is greater than 0, and the value in array position 1, which is F127, is greater, if I can spell greater, greater than current value. So we set array position 2 to the value in array position 1, which is F127, and we set position to 1. The position is greater than 0, but the value in array position 0, which is B224, is not greater than current value. And you can say this, so we exit the inner loop. You don't have to say that, but like that might help you remember this. And then the next step is to finally set the value in array position 1 to current value, which is B432. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. I would write it out like that if I was answering this question, and I would guarantee to get the 3 marks because I'm talking about where the values are changing, what the comparisons are due, or sort of what's happening with the comparisons, and at the very end where that current value is being placed at the end. Okay, hope this helps, but if you have any follow-up questions, please get in touch.